What's going on, guys? Some, I don't know, I'm having kind of a weird night. Um, I, this whole thing that happened with the skeptic feminist, like, I've been wanting to talk about it and analyze it, but I also, like, I want to talk about it because I talk about everything. You know, I'm very forthcoming with, like, how I feel about things, my opinion on things, but you know, every time I try and talk about it on Twitter, it backfires, turns into like some giant shit show. And I don't want to do it on any of my channels publicly because I don't want people to get the wrong impression. You know, I don't want to be like, I don't want to virtue signal because like I'm not virtue signaling, just trying to talk about how I feel about it. So I don't want to give anybody the wrong impression, but I really wanted to talk about it. So I'm making this. I'm going to put it unlisted and not only share it with patrons. It's weird because I've had lots of people die in my life, family members, friends, and you know, they all affected me differently. Sometimes it was really tragic. Sometimes you just kind of saw it coming. It's never easy necessarily. Sometimes it's easier than others. And like, I never really talked to the skeptic feminist. I talked to Russian Deadpool a couple of times, but I never talked to Ivy or any of the other girls that were involved in it. But I decided because she was a YouTuber, there's just kind of like this weird, odd kind of kinship that I feel, just because we share the same profession. And so I've been thinking about it a lot, trying to give it its due processing. And while I've been doing that, I've been going and looking like some of her old videos and listening to some of the things that she said. Still don't agree with her on a lot of stuff. But it's weird because it made me realize that doing YouTube is kind of interesting. Because we get to... Sorry, I need to get a cigarette in while I'm thinking about this stuff. We spend this time cataloging our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions, our perspectives on things. We share with the world at large in an open public forum, like our aspirations, sometimes our dreams, sometimes our pain. And we share all this stuff, hopefully unabashedly. There's a lot of people who are pretty manipulative out there. But it's so strange because even now that she's gone, I can go back and I can hear her voice, I can see her face, and I can at least understand a little bit about who she was, you know, as a person. I don't know if I ever would have really gotten along with her. But now that she's dead, it's going to sound really weird, but she seems even more human to me now. You know? There's this weird disassociation we have with the images that we see, the sounds that we hear, the voices we hear. We can depersonalize it. We can attack it. We can, in some ways, even like dehumanize it. And she seems more human to me now that she's gone. And I think that maybe that's something that I should probably try and carry with me past this when I interact with people online, when I listen to their points of view, is to try and remember that. Trying to remember that really strange, fucked up kind of disassociation, that they're more human when they're gone. Maybe I should think of them as more human when they're here, you know, everybody. And I wonder, you know, like, how long will YouTube last? How long will those images last? This kind of weird digital immortality we have by being able to put ourselves and who we are into, you know, ones and zeros cataloged. Do we last for as long as YouTube lasts, as long as the videos are uploaded on a server somewhere, in some small sort of way. It's a strange thing. I mean, I'm not really afraid about confronting mortality in that way. I think it's fascinating. But, you know, that's one of the things about death, is that it just makes you stop and take a look at yourself. Examine yourself, examine, like, your life and where you're at. I think that's why sometimes people find death so very uncomfortable, is it reminds them that they too someday will be gone. And what do you leave behind? I hope I keep something from this contemplation that I get from it. I hope I carry this with me. I don't forget it. I hope that I can try and take this empathy that I got from a fucked up situation and keep it and apply it without it needing to have that causal effect for me to be able to use it. I hope so. I'd like to. It's still gonna be a weird few days as this goes on. And I should probably avoid trying to talk about it publicly. I should probably avoid getting into conversations about it on Twitter. I don't think it's gonna help anything. Should focus, should get back to work. But, you know, I want to carry something with me. I wanted to talk about it. Just thought I'd share that. I don't know. It's too bad that she's gone. I guess that's all I wanted to say. You know, maybe in this way, this is like the a good example of why, you know, somebody's been thinking about whether or not they should put themselves out there on the internet, why it might be a good idea, because at least this way people can maybe understand you better when you're gone. You leave that little bit of a legacy, for better or worse, no matter how crappy the video was or how good the video was, no matter how much you embarrass yourself or whatever, it's still you. Might as well, I guess. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And we'll try and do a patron stream, probably Friday. But I'll make another video and announce it the day before we do it. I was thinking about doing one tomorrow, but it's too late for me to announce it, so I hope everybody else out there is well. Yeah, I'm too sad. I can't even drink to cheers to somebody right now. I'm just kind of like, meh. I think I'm gonna go watch Kagemusha and then get some sleep. Bye, everybody.